Anyone who knows anything about photography, I'm sure they'd be a little perplexed. Got some nice warm natural light coming in from the side and then some cool ass fluorescence above me. But whatever. That's totally unrelated to what we're doing here. So don't feel like you're limited by the stack. You know, this fucking cable is strong enough to handle a couple of extra plates slapped on the side. Now, I'm not completely insane. I'm only going to do a 45 and a 25. But as an opener, this will be a solid amount of weight. And I'm not particularly concerned with like getting a perfect contraction. I mean, what I'm really thinking about right now is, you know, do the reps with good range of motion, at least for the beginning when I'm strong, but really just load up my lats with as much tension as they can handle. I'm not going to do the same weight again. For the next set, I'll probably take the 25 off. Maybe I'll take the 45 off, right? I'm sufficiently warm. I want to start heavy and work my way down as I get weaker, if you follow my logic. Let's just do one more. No extra play to the side. So just as a little bit of a clarification, I don't mind getting to the point where I'm doing partials where I'm barely even fucking moving the handle. Because the only thing that's powering that little bit of movement is some scapular retraction with my lats. And it's a fucking pull down. What else am I trying to hit? So let's move on to a rowing machine. Contrarily executed compared to those pull downs, these reps I'm gonna do a lot more slow, controlled, really focused on hold and squeeze. And not only just because I want to do different kinds of sets, like I like the, you know, throw the weight around style. And, you know, I like doing some slow squeeze burning style too. But sometimes the machine itself just kind of feels better to do in a specific way. Like preacher curls, I want to do a bit slower, controlled, just sort of because. But dumbbell curls, I don't mind kind of ripping the weight up, especially when I'm strong in the beginning. So for whatever reason, for whatever set of circumstances, with this row, I'm trying to just go a little bit slower, get a real good hold and squeeze. Almost feel like I'm trying to pull my elbows and have them touch each other behind my back. And at least 1 or 2 sets of these will be perfect. Let's do something else. I'm not sure. So I'm not one for overcomplicating this stuff too much, but for some exercises I will go out of my way to kind of assemble a movement. So basic plan here is kind of some, I'd say reasonably upright rows, because let's think about this, you know, a normal row or a normal row style, right? You're pulling straight away from your body. Like if this is your spine, you're pulling this way. But with this setup, I'm pulling a little bit more like upwards. So this is real upper back, trap, rhomboids, teres major, bias, whatever you want to say. Like kind of the stuff on top, you know. I don't really, I mean, for me, just specifically, my traps are kind of developed enough. Like, I don't need much more thickness up here. I kind of want more mid-back thickness. So I'm not going to do straight up shrugs, but kind of an upper back bias row. I love it. And then one thing that's kind of cool, since these two handles are like, well, each hand's individually loaded, not only am I pulling, you know, towards my, I guess, center of mass in this direction, right? Since the handles kind of converge, my back also kind of has like a little bit of this motion. Like I'm pulling towards myself, but also my hands are coming closer inwards. So I just feel like it's kind of giving me a better squeeze at the top. But I'd say worth trying, potentially. Actually, no, definitely worth trying. Any movement is worth trying. Now, worth implementing into your routine. You got to see if it feels good for you. Okay. And then this movement kind of, for me, it asks to be done slowly with a solid squeeze. Let's do one more. Ooh. Let's do one set of something lat bias, maybe pull downs, maybe pull overs, I'm not sure yet. Then we can check the pump. Okay, so final set, reasonably light pull downs. Instead of the stack plus a 45 and a 25, I'll just do 200. Slow and controlled, burn out and get a couple partials at the end, and then we can check out the pump. I kind of feel like a chump on my last set sometimes, because, I mean, you know, some movements, it's just kind of easy for me to burn it out. Like, I think it's just because I'm an ego lifter at heart, but I feel better doing a set where I'm just manhandling like an insane amount of weight to failure, rather than just a lightweight burning to failure. I mean, as long as I go hard on both, I know I'm doing something right, but that's just a little deep dive into my subconscious. Let's go check this shit out. All right. This is probably as good of lighting as I'm going to find at this gym. So let's see what we're working with. That's my fucking, I got to say something else. I keep saying just, let's see what we're working with under the hood, under the whatever. Let's see how this pump is looking. Let's see how inflated the lats are, how thick the valley of my mid back is. I could go on for hours. Might have to lose the tank. We'll see. We'll see. Typically for chest and back pumps, I'll take the tank off, just go totally shirtless, because I mean, a cutoff is perfect for arms and shoulders. But if you really want to see your chest pump, I'm covering up 90% of my chest, and I'm covering up fucking at least 60% of my back. You know, I want to take a look at that stuff. Let's just get a lat spread in first, and then we can reveal further. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, let's get this thing off. I don't even know why I wore it if I knew I was going to take it off before rear delts. Must just be some kind of habit. I guess if I wear it now, then my real shirt won't be so wet for the drive home. Oh. Okay. That's pretty much all there is to back in terms of poses. So, you know, 8 hard sets, and that's the pump we got from it. I feel pretty satisfied. So now all I got to do is go spam 8 sets of rear delts. All right, so I changed up my normal laying face pull setup just a touch. I guess it's kind of self-explanatory, but I don't love doing face pulls like standing. If I were to just stand here like this and do them, I feel like my body would be rocking back and forth. I'd have to like flex my abs to stabilize, and then I'm like, it's not cool at all, right? I want to form a stable structure so I can just flex my rear delts, pull this thing towards my eyes, and burn out. Let's just get 4 sets here. All right. I'll do the last 2 my normal way. Let's do some reverse pec deck. 4 sets of reverse pec deck. Moderate weight, and this time I'm not even kidding. Like actually a weight I can control. Just gonna go slow, squeeze, burn out. You know, I'm not, rear delts are not a muscle for me where I have even a little bit of an inkling of a desire to like destroy them with as much weight as possible. You know, for me, my shoulders just tend to get enough development just from, you know, burnout sets basically. Like I'm not trying to do side laterals with the hundreds, but if that's what you got to do to grow, that's what you got to do. You know, you got to figure the shit out for yourself. But 4 sets here, and then we can check the pump and cut to the car and then the next meal. I almost forgot this was a full day of eating too. Let's go check this pump out and get in the car. I've never gone right here before. The lighting is actually, it looks decent. Whatever. It's just for delts. I mean, obviously I'm hitting them as though I want to grow them. Same with any muscle. But to an extent, in today's lift, I'd say rear delts is more so of an accessory and back was the primary focus. But that's just because for me, shoulders they're advanced relative to everything else. I'm just trying to maintain them. All right. So the hair will be cut eventually. I don't know. Who cares, man? This is not a hairstyling YouTube channel. All right, we're here for bodybuilding, weight training. Right? Anything else is second to that fact. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. See, the rear delt is fucking poking over the tricep. Dude, that's actually fucking sick. All right, let's try the other side, see if it's the same deal. Ooh. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm going for. The lighting makes it a little hard to see, but I want this upper part to be extra round, right? Everybody's got a big front delt that's kind of poking over the side up here, but to have a real cool round looking shoulder, you need the back to be just as developed. If not not overdeveloped. You don't want anything overdeveloped, but you get what I'm saying. So let's get a rear lat spread, double bind, get out of here. Okay. All right. Let's get in the freaking car.